So I'd love to show you the new Aphasia-based page set that's available now in Snap, just released. I really love a lot of the new features in this. So you can see that the main page that it defaults to for the homepage is the word lists, which is great for people with stroke or brain injury, so that they can have access to lots of those words where they might be having word finding problems. And obviously you can create your own word lists. You can see down the bottom there. When we go down on the left hand side to some of the other communication tools, we've got Quickfires. And what you might notice is that all of the symbols that are used in this page set are the adult, more adult looking PCS symbols, so the thinline symbols rather than the classic PCS boardmaker symbols. So they do seem to work a little bit more for the adult population. Really nice feature. So Quickfires here, you can see all those quick messages that we might be able to want to say in social situations. So they've got different topics across the top for greetings, personal needs, and these are all pre-stored messages that the individual can use to help talk to others about their aphasia and how it affects them, feelings, and then communication repairs, which are really important when someone's feeling a bit frustrated about not getting things right. They can let people know that they're just working on getting that message out. The next thing is the whiteboard, which we've seen in some other programs. It's come back, which is awesome. So people with aphasia may have different strengths in their expressive or receptive skills, and sometimes having something to just write on and say perhaps the time, if they're ex-army or something, they might say 1700 to indicate 5 p.m. But you know, that writing board or whiteboard can be used for all sorts of ways to add messages or add to their communication, as well as you can add images, so the person could have a photo there and write on that and use different writing tools to help get their message across. So the whiteboard's there, and then we have topic grids next. So they're all mostly adult related sort of topics, but you can see also that you've got my info, so a whole lot of pre-stored messages around info about the person. If we go back, we've got things like information about aphasia. So just some really nice topics there around appointments. The other thing is that you'll see on every topic that in the top right hand corner there's a script, and often scripts can be a really helpful way of an individual with stroke or brain injury to help prompt them as what to say when they go into an appointment, so they can remember to say, hi, my name is, I have an appointment with, thank you. So there's some script options in there that you can edit for every topic. If we scroll down on the left-hand side, we've also got topics by visual scene. So some individuals may find it more useful to have a photo related to a topic. So if we go into hobbies, we've got the photo there as a prompt, and then a whole lot of phrases around that particular topic as well. Then if I go down a bit further, we've got our keyboard, which you could arrange as either QWERTY or ABC. But again, people may have some residual skills where they're using letters to start off, you know, giving someone a clue as to what they're talking about, the starting sound. And then we come down to the dashboard, which I also think there's some awesome stuff in here, in addition to being able to change the volume on their device or tablet. There's also time information, but a calendar. If we go into 2020, we can go into the date. Also, if we go back to calendar, you can see that there's daily activities and weekly schedule. So you can program in things for the person to use as a prompt around supporting them with their comprehension in daily activities. So awesome. Back on the dashboard, we've also got a photo album option for editing. So you can go into a photo album, and then this is just an example one, but you can add text and then scroll through, and you've got it could be stories about things they've done in their past, or it could also be used to help with steps for completing a task if they needed support to help them make a cup of tea or something like that. Very quick overview here. And then very last, if we go down, we've got rating scales. Also a nice feature where there's a few different options there, and just the ability to sort of say how someone is feeling or how painful things are for them as well. And these are all editable, so there's lots of lovely new features in this Aphasia page set. If you want to add it to your Snap page sets, go into your settings, go down to page set, and I'll just show you under the page sets, you've got the ability to create a page set, and it'll come up under the pre-installed page sets if you're up to date with your Snap version. We would just choose that one and choose next and create that page. And there we go. So I hope you enjoyed just seeing a quick overview of the Aphasia page set. Go out there and try it now.